When I was younger, my dad educated me about balanced diet. He talked about fruit and veggies, proteins and carbs, and how important it is to strike a balance between them all. But what the heck, I was a kid. I ended up visiting the sweets and chocolate section in the supermarket. In this season of How to Foodograph, we will be focusing on healthy eating and how to take stunning pictures of the food using our everyday phones and also our cameras. I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't even know what all of this is. But the truth is, I'm currently in a beautiful woman's kitchen. Her name is Mrs. Florence Olumodimu. She's going to be the one cooking all of this. Please give it up for Mrs. Florence.
Oh, Debayo, you just know how to flatter a woman. How are you?
No, but you are looking good. I love the way you look.
Thank you, thank you.
What exactly is all this? Because I'm a bit confused. I'm seeing this palm oil looking thing.
It's one of the Nigerian local dishes.
Okay.
It's actually from eastern Nigeria. Oh. So you'll excuse me if I don't get some of the pronunciations right, but it's the ingredients for Nkwobi.
Nkwobi.
Nkwobi, yeah. That's a name for spiced goat leg.
Spiced
goat leg. Yeah. So we're going to be using the following ingredients to make it. Okay. Some palm oil. Okay. We're going to use some utazi leaves. They've been sliced. We're going to also be using Cameroon pepper. This is dried Cameroon pepper. Okay. Same one. Yeah, but we're going to use this for the mixture actually. Then we're going to use some onions also as a garnish. And then we have just a little bitter leaf. Okay. The bitter leaf, the bitterness hasn't been washed out. You know, typically when you're doing bitter leaf soup, you use salt to wash out the bitterness. Okay. But this is just straight, so you'll be tasting just a little. Just to give it an alternative taste.
That's the bitter taste?
Yes, a little bitter taste. Then this is crayfish. Okay. It's been blended. And then, of course, we're going to use 1 cube of seasoning. All right. And then here we have our, you're about to call it ogufe. Or you can also use ram. Or you can also use cow leg. The type we bought at the market yesterday. Exactly.
So it's basically, those are like alternatives to using the goat leg.
Yes. So
you could also still get Nkwobi by using alternatives like
a cow leg.
Cow leg.
Yeah. Then
calabash.
Yeah, we're going to just put a drink that we're going to use with our Nkwobi.
Local drink?
Local drink.
What kind of drink?
Palm wine.
Oh my God.
Straight from a palm tree in Ikorodu town, I'm telling you.
You went all the way to...
No, I didn't go, but I sent someone to get it right off the tree.
The tree?
Yes.
And I heard something about palm...
Yeah, you can't... Well, when the palm wine was sent to me, I was told, don't place it on the floor.
I mean, why?
That it spoils faster. So even in the farms and all that, they would always make sure they have like leaves stacked up and then they place it on it. So I've tried my best. I actually put it in my fridge, but...
It's not on the floor, at least.
Yeah, it's not on the floor, yeah.
You heard that right there from the horse's mouth. If you have palm wine, I beg you, don't put it on the floor. You are wasting palm wine. So, what are we going to do now? Just start cooking?
All right then. So, I said you're going to be the person to help slice the onions.
I'm not a big fan of onions anyways. But,
all right. But
would you just show me how to do that?
Oh, I can. So, well, basically, you want to try and make... Well, it's for garnish, so the finer it is, the better.
The finer?
Yeah, the thinner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that we'll just pick the best bits to put at the top of our Nkwobi. So, I'm going to start. We're going to put palm oil. I'm going to put just 2 spoons of palm oil into the pot.
2 spoons of palm oil?
Yeah, 2 serving spoons, that is. Okay. And if you notice, I've not yet put on the fire at all. Oh. I've not yet put on the fire at all. We're not putting it on yet because with Nkwobi, we want the paste of the palm oil to be as natural as possible. Now the potash, you know I had mixed the paste and I allowed it to. So I'm going to put it in and mix in the pot.
Now all of this
I'm careful not to let the bottom, you know there'll be some particles at the bottom.
Okay, yeah.
Then remember the Cameroon pepper?
Yeah, yes, the blended ones.
Yes. So I'm going to add a little. It's pretty hot. The Cameroon pepper is very hot. I'm not pouring all. Oops, my calabash. Oops.
I'm so excited about it.
So I put my Cameroon pepper in it. So again, I'm mixing it. You can see that the color of the palm, the potash has changed the color. Yes. It's already looking familiar, isn't it? That's the color of the Nkwobi, the sauce that goes around the meat. Then crayfish.
Add a bit of crayfish.
Yeah. Crayfish always just adds that African zing to anything.
It has this taste right at the back of your tongue.
Yep. So like it's still a paste.
It is looking familiar now.
It's looking more and more familiar, isn't it? Then I now take and it's easy. You can make it at home, I'm telling you. Then a little
You're telling me I don't have to go to that.
I'm telling you that you can now. And it's under 10 minutes. Once you've already parboiled your meat, really. I put a little bit.
Regularly, how long does the meat take to
cook? Oh, the meat would just take about 15-20 minutes. Depends on, I don't know what you used to cook.
In the comfort of your own kitchen, you can make your own
Nkwobi. Yeah. So you can see the paste has thickened up.
Oh,
right?
Yes. Yeah.
So now we've added everything basically. So now I'm going to add.
What about this?
No, that's for garnishing.
Oh, okay. So that's at the end.
Yes, at the end. I'll use it. We'll spray it at the top of it. Then the goat meat, I've parboiled it. But peradventure you parboiled it and you had left it and it wasn't so hot. Okay. You could microwave it a little, or you can heat it up before you then add it to the.
Now all of this we've not put.
Yeah, we've not put it. Once we have finished all the mixing,
that is
we just just for 5 minutes, and it's like stir frying really. Now I'm going to put on my heat.
Okay. Okay.
So I put on the light.
Okay.
And now we have less than 5 minutes.
Less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, it's just to heat up the meat a little.
I do have to cover it or.
Do you see the contraption I have on the table? You haven't asked about that.
What is this?
It's a mortar, specially made. You've seen it before. You've seen it before. And you know what happens the first time people eat this outside in Nkwobi? They always think that it's one deep dish.
Oh my!
I'm telling you. Yeah.
Oh.
Exactly. It was tapped yesterday morning.
Right, straight from.
It
smells so good.
I'm telling you.
Should I? I'll drink this now.
No, you can't drink this now. You can't drink it. No.
This.
We have to first of all do some justice without your big camera.
All right. So what we're going to do from now on, Mrs. Florence Olumodimu, the food enthusiast, have already made Nkwobi in less than 10 minutes.
Less than 10 minutes.
So we're just going to go straight into the studio now, and then we're going to take this picture, and then we'll show you how to take photographs.
Yeah, it's now your turn.
It is my turn.
All right then.
All right, so thank you. Using a DSLR makes you versatile. You could do anything, especially when you put it in what we call manual mode. There are certain things you need to do when you're photographing. The first one is actually composition. Composition is key. If you do not set your composition properly on your food, your picture will never look it won't look appealing. So therefore, your viewer will not be able to, they will just look at it as a boring shot. Now, the lines that are on this wooden surface is interesting. It gives it a very interesting feel. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to stand at this particular position. I'm using 100mm lens anyway. I'm now going to focus on the Nkwobi from here, using this region here as my composing it, putting this one on the left. Now I'm doing this, putting the calabash at the background. I'm blurring it a little bit, a tad bit. Remember, composition is key. Anything that you want to do to photograph properly, you need to be able to compose your shots properly. Thanks. It has been a fantastic day for shoots, but I am so hungry right now, so I'm just going to start eating my own Nkwobi. I don't know about you guys, but it tastes awesome. Yummy. Wow. Cheers.